Are we live?
Welcome to the Gamescom Xbox stream. Gigaboots talk.
In theory, we're live.
Okay, me and KZ has just been saying hey for like 10 minutes.
But that's like what you guys always do.
Hey, Bob.
Hours.
Hey,
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 hey.
hey, hey.
Okay, we should probably stop. I think we're gonna scare him away from the Xbox event.
Oh, good. Keep going.
No, don't worry. The Xbox event will scare them away from it anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is gonna
I
be
don't
great.
think I don't think neural
We've been watching 15 minutes of that B-roll of the ascent.
I don't think neural death is the same as being scared away, but
They're so scared away from their body, okay?
is that kill the past Banny behind the chat?
That's kill the past Gene behind the chat. Thank you. Specifically, the Travis Strikes Again visual novel form, which you have to be very specific which Gene incarnation you speak of now.
Yes, there's so many.
Suda's made talking about his game difficult. Okay, now let me get some form of chat where Bob can read it.
Okay.
Presumably KZ can read it too. Oh yeah, there are people here.
Woo!
Oh, yeah, I can read that. Look at that.
Woo!
They got like 15 games or so that we've seen in CG trailer form only that may or may not be real. They need to collapse the waveform on one of those games and I'll be happy. That's it. They got an hour and a half to do that one thing.
Okay, I had a question that we had before. I'll point it out again. Bob,
Yeah.
what is the percentage chance that we leave this and still don't know when Halo Infinite is going to come out?
I think we're really 50-50 on that. I think they could go either way. It's super likely they don't tell us.
I'm going to give it like a 40% chance, but still like a sizable chunk just in case, but I feel like...
Right. It's allegedly they'll be out this year.
I'm still not convinced it isn't like in this weird state where it's either December or March.
And they've already said in interviews that they know the date and like the 6-week window within the date.
Oh, wow.
They're like, we've already like made our preparations for it, and that's some shit Phil said like a month ago.
That makes me feel like on Gamer Premonitions when we say this will 100% happen in No More Heroes 3.
Yeah, that sounds like something that's going to get thrown back in Phil's face if they have to delay that game a little bit more.
I hope they don't have to delay that game, but I also hope they do so that way co-op's at launch, because at this point they're ruining a 14-year tradition of mine by not having it at launch.
Yeah, I feel like release multiplayer this year. It seems like that's ready.
Yeah.
I
They
just
should have released that last
There
year
was,
because they were saying it was ready then.
Now this tends to always be bullshit, but I saw a post of someone who works on the game who dumped info. It was very vague, but they're like, we've tried to get them to just bring up multiplayer first and let us work on it. And they're like, no, they both have to come out or none at all.
Why does it matter? Nobody's going to buy Halo Infinite. It's on Game Pass.
yeah, I know. So it's real crazy because you can launch your free-to-play thing and it'll be no different from launching your full thing.
Okay,
oh my god,
everyone.
world's most powerful mini fridge. I hate you so much.
Yeah, they are fucking the
Aaron
worst.
Greenberg helping you out.
But anyway, we're launching our prediction. This is the only prediction for today. You have 5 minutes to spend channel points. Will Microsoft announce the launch date of Halo Infinite? As in, during this event.
Okay.
I ran out of text. That is obvious from the fact it is a stream prediction. Anyways, here we go. 5 minutes. Yes and no. Clean cut. Very straightforward.
Juicy.
And now I can finally look at our notifications for subs and whatnots. Because, of course, I turned that off because, you know. What's up? Do you want to hear Aaron Greenberg?
Maybe. I don't really want to with this shirt.
Okay, well, solved.
Okay.
This isn't
There we
the
go.
actual event.
Yeah, he's not real yet. We don't have to pay attention for 5 more
It'd be
minutes.
great if he's just locked in this prison and we just never see him again.
Zero says
You
like
know-
a month or a day. Launch date.
Date.
We need month, day, year. We need that.
We already have the range. This
Right.
is the thing that comes after season. The next thing you see is a date.
Swole Rad Guy says all in on no. Oh.
And they're like, I had 150,000 channel points.
Yeah, I know. Oh, thanks, Gil, for the host. I'm starting up the Killer 7 music again.
It's good music.
God, is it good.
It's the best waiting music ever.
I'm looking at 320K versus 480K in terms of channel points right now.
Jesus, that's a lot of channel points going. Round one,
Race. Yeah, gotta get ready.
For,
It
t-
stretches in here before the starts.
for today's edition of We Show You Halo Infinite, we will show you another campaign cutscene and then 8 minutes of the thing that you know will be fine, and then we will leave.
No, they're going to show us like 40 minutes of Halo Infinite. They have 90 minutes to fill.
They also have 800 video games that are.
None of those are real!
I
So
know.
they have to show them anyway, Phil.
It's expensive to make a new CG trailer for those.
Yeah, they can't just keep making CG shows. They're going to show us Halo Infinite for 40 minutes, and that's going to be a big chunk of their show.
They also have Forza they can show us, because that's done. Or maybe they'll show us the regular story of Motorsport, but they probably won't show us that again until after the Horizon's out.
No, I'm gonna take my crazy stance. Forza ain't real. That's also a lie.
That city was undulating too much. It can't be
Yeah.
ready.
No city undulates, so it's fake.
I do think the dichotomy between Microsoft and Sony is pretty funny because Microsoft always starts with, showing cosplayers or whatever, and Sony's like, we're rich, we don't care.
You're not wrong.
It's very Wii era Nintendo energy where
Yes.
it's like, we're rich as fuck. We don't have to pretend we're your friend.
I'm smoking my stogie.
Champ Gold donated $5, says Halo Infinite launches on the same day as Shin Megami Tensei 5 and KZ basically chooses death to Master Chief. I don't think that's not a hard choice for him.
I mean, there'll be moments where it's like we're playing the multiplayer. I'm like, well, I'm off stream. I guess I can play some Halo Infinite multiplayer.
Here's how I think Halo Infinite goes.
Huh?
Halo Infinite single player launches. Bob and I stream it.
Yeah.
Bob and I hit end streaming, and in order to avoid TOS violation, we wait until then for me to start drinking hard.
And then it's like, hey, you want to play Halo Infinite multiplayer?
I'm like, sure, I could divest these two things in my head. Because once again, Halo 5 single player story, dumb. The actual gameplay of Halo 5 single player story, all right at points. The
Yeah.
co-op's fun.
Yeah,
the multiplayer I actually enjoyed more than Halo 4.
Yeah.
This looks like that again, so
Yeah.
I
with
hope
the
we.
grapple hook.
Yeah, just let's turn off the AI voice and it'll probably be fine.
You're doing big damage.
Yeah, it's like Arthur's
You
doing
have
different
the
things.
big dick.
The big chunky one.
Wait, what are you doing? You can't show a Destiny thing there.
I was gonna say Activision's lawyers start firing a gun, but then I was like, wait a minute. No,
Yeah, they
they
pulled
don't
that
have
off.
Destiny anymore.
Yeah, it's okay. They separated during Big Big Dimension episode 1.
Man, has it been that long?
Jesus.
Yeah,
It
that-
does-
And then they
Doesn't
delete,
feel-
and then they deleted Destiny 2.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long because of how and this isn't me being judgmental. I think it's just a fair assessment of how things have gone. Not a whole lot has happened with Destiny since then per se.
Yeah, no, I was
Like,
gonna
we
say
got the-
Destiny's moved at a glacial pace.
Right, it turned free to play, but that was about it. We haven't gotten Destiny 3. The amount of content that went into 2 wasn't massive.
Right.
I think it was either today, yesterday, or tomorrow they did some show
Okay.
for the Witch Queen.
Okay, cool.
Like their next expansion. I see
Oh,
that because
that's-
Wario 64 is like the ultimate edition for that is $250.
Oh, we're down
Yeah.
to 30 seconds. Maybe we should turn on the audio and stuff.
Probably. Damn.
genug für einen Rollstuhl, dass
You know, I was wondering if they were speaking different languages, not why they were subtitles.
Bob's like, I kept looking at the people on screen wondering if they were German, and I'm like, how?
Yeah. Virtual Vendetta.
Hey, look,
What are
it's
you talking
the
about? This is way better
CW
than
version
that.
of Cortana.
You're right. I'm sorry.
CW version of Cortana. Yeah, the Flash runs up, high fives her.
No, the Flash's upper body moves wildly as you can't see their lower body from the angle.
God, that's so much more accurate.
Meow.
Oh, cool.
Meow.
Okay.
I'm a
You're really
plane.
gonna show us Flight Sim.
Meow.
Great. The game that's been out for over a year.
Yeah.
Not on Xbox, though, and this is an Xbox stream.
Whee! You see, they were flying into the area of Gamescom. That was their idea.
guess.
Because it's
You really
that
tried
was- that
hard
was-
with that title card.
Gamescom 2021
You know,
Xbox stream.
We've got so many great
at least the PS3 thing where they edited Spider-Man into Gran Turismo had a little bit more effort.
Oh yeah, they can show us Psychonauts because it's out today.
There's so
Good,
many
great.
and Playground Games' vision of Mexico is muy bonito.
Oh, they used to go with the upside down explanation point and the right side up one because it's in Mexico.
Yes, it's very bonito.
Yes.
fucking gringos.
Just like their Twitter account is very bonito.
And deep dive into current and upcoming games all week on twitch.tv/Xbox.
Let's get started with
Oh man, you can go watch some trailers for 12 minutes. The game's out already on Game Pass.
And that everybody already found out is a grenade.
All right, Dying Light 2. They actually said this earlier today that they have it.
Not vaccinated.
No.
We can't wait until December 7th.
This is the worst stream meme ever, but it's also the most real.
Gone really hard for the last few years.
We're hoping the gameplay video you're about to watch will give you a foretaste of parkour and combat systems waiting for you in the game.
And we are just about to enter the city, fighting our way through its
We'll show you parts of the game where
streets.
maybe we don't need writing anymore.
You'll see in a moment there are plenty of things you can use to your advantage. So watch closely, look for special combat and parkour moves, and check out how with just a bit of creativity you can combine the two. Ready? Let's go.
Apparently the stream audio is too quiet for the show.
What the city looked like before all this. Probably like many others. People had their ambitions, plans, lives. Now it's all gone. The virus started it, but it was the people who made the world the way it is. This city, Villador.
I know this voice.
Yeah, is this Nolan North or Troy Baker?
Yeah, I was like, it's one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this is Baker.
And soon, one vision broke into many.
Sadly, we can only have one prediction. I'm pretty sure that's Nolan.
There are parts of it that do make me think it's Troy, though.
Instead of fighting together, people stood against each other. War broke out.
Was it a little bird? Met a broken leg?
Hope died.
The Troy Baker or Troy Baker.
It's Matt Mercer.
I gotta go.
Now the city is falling.
Each time we strike down.
Matt Mercer is like, why did you guys make fun of me on your stream? And we're like, we weren't. We thought you were Troy Baker. We're sorry.
He's like, but I explicitly stopped taking those jobs because I want to be my own person.
Secrets this
Stop depersoning me, Gigaboots!
I heard the bats here.
Yes. I'm glad that there's still parkour in this game. I was kind of worried there wouldn't be.
I was too. I was like,
That's the entire identity of the franchise. That'd be pathetic.
Until now. Oh no, that's good. I love that.
We gotta get the
I need to start going to Walmart wearing that.
Oh, chicken pie.
Chicken pie!
that great change is a series of small gestures.
Oh, there's the glider.
How about this series?
What was
Did you just enemy step?
enemy stepped into hammer hit ground shockwave, and I'm like, what is this? Untold Legends in first person? I don't.
Yeah, he's using enemy step to like bounce off guys after knocking them down.
Well, that's cool.
And he has like a cruelty squad kick.
Did you notice those bandits in medieval-like armor passing by skyscrapers?
No, I live in Florida. That's normal.
Bath salts.
Modern Dark Ages.
And it's a very unique design, one very important for the plot of Dying Light 2. But there's another thing that stood out to me, all those parkour moves that you and your team has
We'll get that,
so much
Parker.
effort into.
Yes.
Man, Spider-Man No Way Home looks weird.
Yes. What's a meth?
And moves player will see in the game, by the way.
No, yes, right. And we've got twice the number of parkour moves compared to
That's
the
right,
first
Bob.
game.
We've got
And we are showing
twice
some of them in this trailer. The vault kick
the number.
important to me personally.
That look was a little like, please stop me if this is wrong.
Right?
I'm afraid of our knees
and
touching.
use them to perform further attacks, for example, by rebounding.
Like
from
those
the bodies,
Capcom streams where they
jumping
just
of them
edit each
onto
other close together.
I think we captured the movement really well and made it quite simple for the players to perform. I can't wait for them to try it out and tell for themselves how much they loved it.
It's definitely going to be useful. The city's buildings are higher than anything we have done before, improving its verticality. Players will need to find a way to reach those tall skyscrapers and other challenging spots too.
Then it's good we scattered some helpers around, like a paraglider, which can support players in both parkouring and combat.
Exactly, and it's gonna do great, especially in fights against humans, which are more frequent and important than in Dying Light 1.
Yeah,
It's been over
I was like,
20 years
I didn't see
since the
zombies. Are zombies
events
still
from
in
the
this?
first game, so people
I
are
assume.
adjusted. They are
And
much
then it
bolder
would just
now,
be
at
light,
least during
too.
the day.
And they are more vicious too.
And I think that's a great summary of this discussion. Pre-order Dying Light
It has
2
just started
and
pouring here.
explore its vast
yeah.
To doom all of
complex
us.
world on December 7th.
When I say
Thanks, David.
to
Thank you.
Chibia and other people that it has literally rained here every day of the summer, I was not being hyperbolistic. It is unyielding.
For the first
Yup.
time in the storied history of the franchise, Microsoft Flight Simulator launched on a home console with the release on Xbox Series X and S last month. Reviewers and gamers alike were blown away.
We shipped a game this year.
An unprecedented thing for Microsoft's history.
And that's why I'm extremely
What do you mean? They
proud
shipped
to be working
Battletoads last year.
Flight
Yeah, and they
Simulator
shipped
brought
the
humans to
Spider
screen.
Fear Simulator.
Being here, the last time we met was at the
It's still
Xbox
early
One
access.
Showcase.
Yeah, that was still early access. That doesn't count.
How did
God
that
damn
It
it!
went great. As you said, the
That's true,
reaction
we
to the
can't count it
Xbox
twice.
launch was really just amazing. Both from Xbox gamers and from the press, they've been so gracious with their feedback. I don't know if you know, but
Yeah, can we get a guy whose entire personality is loving Top Gun?
I think it's just great.
I assure you, this man's hired by Microsoft, not the people who actually made Flight Sim.
It's really worked
So he's always had the background radiation of loving Top Gun. He's only recently gotten the jacket.
There's never been more people playing Flight
It's like, now it's a
Simulator
business
now.
expense.
It's an awesome time.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Does
on
he
that.
have a tattoo
Really.
of Top Gun on his sleeve? Do we need to roll that up? Oh no.
All right.
I want to go to the danger zone. So what's going on with Top Gun?
There's so much going on, Paris. So you and I talked about
This
Top Gun
hurts.
Maverick earlier. The fans are super excited.
It's
They
hurt
saw
so
the
much
gameplay.
more,
They
though.
can't wait to start playing.
Yeah.
Like the pre-show thing with that
Comes out
fridge
later
bit.
this year.
Yeah.
Free DLC
Yeah, no, it's been
alongside
way
the
worse.
movie.
Yeah.
But as the movie is still under wraps, so are we.
I'm glad so many
I can
people
still
like
not
my
tell you
shirt.
that much about it. But there's so much
Because
else
getting
going on
only
with
one shirt off of
Maverick. So,
Teespring costs a shitload,
we
as
are
it turns
continuing
out.
to-
Yeah.
It does.
Yes, you should be
I was
doing
like, but
it
I
in
need
bulk.
that by Friday!
We are launching World Update 6. And this World Update, I mean, at the beginning of the show, if you remember, there was a little red plane.
World
flying
Update 6.
alone.
This is where the Infernals are going to come down.
The region of Gamescom, so Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And what that means to us is we have new aerial and satellite images. We have a new elevation.
We
map
have new
that tells us
mix-ups,
the mountains, so the Alps are awesome now.
We nerfed landing.
Cities like Frankfurt and Wuppertal in Germany. We
Yeah, I guess that Destiny event was happening at the same time as this.
Come on.
'Cause,
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah, that expansion is coming out February
They have like
22nd.
7 centimeters resolution, and it's
Not even
awesome.
this year.
I mean,
All right.
yeah, I was like, well, it's next year. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Of the most scenic places, the most famous
Because
landmarks,
Microsoft's going to
and
show us things
your
coming out
eyes,
this year,
and we
right?
sort of
Yes,
totally.
spread them throughout
Yes,
the-
this is coming out this year in the past.
and we
Yeah, it's
also
like this
have
already came out.
Lübeck and Stuttgart in Germany and Klagenfurt in Austria and St. Gallen in Switzerland. And what it ties it all together is missions. We're having new.
I kind of just don't
discovery
even
flights,
want
we
an
have new,
expansion for Destiny. I
landing
wanted them
zones,
to just
we
be
have
like,
new,
yeah, we're gonna slowly
sort of
make
tours of the
everything in
country, so
there
they
and
tell
then
you
make it
about all
3.
the
Here's what I hope.
places and really
I
celebrate
hope
the
this
beauty
thing
of
they're
this
making
region of
is
the Earth.
like the
This is a
Taken King,
celebration, of Dach,
and is
Germany,
just
Austria,
like
and
this
Switzerland. I'm so
amazing
happy
new
to be
like
able to announce
we
the
can
game
do a
at
story. Here is a story. This is kind of what everyone should consider the new game.
Hopefully.
Because that was great.
Because they did that outline of what Destiny 2 is, and they went
Yes.
year,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it's like, no, that's not. There's no 3, and
Yeah.
if there's a 3, it's in 5 years
Yeah.
from now.
Exactly.
Roll back.
Yeah,
Jesus.
they already announced that
That's
roadmap.
like
It's
suicide, but okay.
That was
Maybe they can-
Forsaken.
With flying, with aviation.
Is
Sometimes
chat
it's,
gaslighting me? Is it the Forsaken King?
aircraft or a
No, it's
famous
the Taken
Yeah, it's
King.
the Taken
They're
King.
thinking of
Ha!
Destiny 2 Forsaken.
Or like a local manufacturer.
Yeah,
There's
Forsaken.
not been one big update for Destiny 2 that made it a good game yet, or felt like it had story.
So okay, Destiny 2's new expansion, The Macon King, followed up by another expansion, The Bacon King.
Yeah,
No,
finally.
it's the Witch
Followed by
Queen
Destiny
this
2,
time.
The Estrogen Burger.
Awesome machines to work with armies. So for world updates,
The
you can
Impossible
pick, a German
Whopper.
player.
Sorry, your robot man changed genders, and I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm just surprised.
And you. And we think of us as sort of a digital preservation. So we really want to get these planes to an extreme level of detail. We're going out of our way to really go deep. So we're doing a full scan. We take full scans. of the
Okay,
outside
so
and the
according to
inside,
this,
as detailed as
since
1 millimeter,
Thank you.
which is as good
Okay.
as you can- as
With
you can
Destiny,
do
they're
this.
adding
And
some
then
new
we're working
subclass
with,
stuff,
Junkers, Bernd Junkers, who is the grandson
different
of the original
anti-cheat
creator of the
stuff,
thing,
'cause
Hugo
that's a
Junkers.
problem.
He's helping us get a
The
ton of
Light
inside
and Darkness
materials.
Saga
We work
of
with
Destiny,
an
which is what they're
organization
calling
that
it
is
right
preserving one
now,
of the last surviving
Okay.
will
classes
include
of the Junkers.
2
So they
expansions
let us scan and
after
take
the Witch
photographs,
Queen,
and
with
we were lucky
Lightfall
that
and the
to
Final
find
Shape,
a
because I do
pilot
remember
that actually flew one of
when they
those
did their
planes
last
while
show
he was
last
still
year, they
flying
just
in the
showed
world.
3
And he gets to
expansion
know,
logos
like,
in the
the
future in a
Yes.
row,
the sounds
and then
from
they're like,
feel
then
like
a
they
new
are.
era of Destiny
So
will
we're having a
begin.
blast
So
working with
okay,
Junkers
so
to
what we're really
really
talking about
celebrate
here
this
is
brand.
they've announced a triplet, a trilogy of expansions. So
Yes.
we need to think of this like we think of all trilogies.
Yes.
It's a museum with flyable planes.
By
So
the
we're
third
working
one,
with,
will the director of the first one have to come back in an insane need to sate the fans, write the most insane and hilarious shit we've ever seen?
That would be really funny. Around,
And they sort of see the
I guess somewhere in Destiny 2, like the guy, one of the popular guys that did good stuff in Destiny, took over. So seemingly, they will hopefully keep things on track,
Giving those scans back to the museum so
unless
they
he
can
has
do
to
something with it.
disappear.
It's just and it's a great
Oh
collaboration.
no, I don't like that
And we're
phrase.
actually not just, looking back in the
The
history
director of Diablo 4 had to disappear.
Oh no, sorry. I forgot that's what our reality is when someone disappears. I'm
Yes.
like, I went. He has to disappear, as in he's fucking done, and he needs to get out because he's been with Destiny for too long.
They have a vision of the future. How
I forgot we live in a world where everyone's evil.
Yes.
It's fucking
When they're
insane.
higher up at a video game company.
Does Flight Simulator really need this long an explanation? Well, they're detailing their DLC plan, and if you're into Flight Sim, that's really cool. Probably.
Yeah, if this is a game I care about, it'd be like,
Yeah, there's one more thing.
If this were a game that wasn't in the driest genre,
yes.
because Flight Sim is its own genre, and it is the driest genre. It makes Gran Turismo look like crazy teenager coked out shit.
Yeah,
Yes, that's why when they announced it and put it on a press conference once, I went, okay, it looks good, and I understand it, but you know,
Yeah.
it's Flight Simulator.
So race,
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah, it doesn't even have the ambition of like
We go into the danger zone, baby.
it's any manner of excitement.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're gonna
like
get claimed
just
because
put
they're about
just
to
put
play Highway to the Danger
Yes.
Zone.
Wow.
Oh, we're gonna get claimed because they're playing a bad remix of that song.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
God, I heard the
Okay,
remake of Bad Company on the radio today. I was like, oh yeah, that did happen. It's so bad.
There you go.
We're good. Everything's fine.
All right, whatever. Microsoft. Play day one PC console. Game Pass.
Or play it now, PC.
You know I like going
'Cause
fast, and you know I love
there
going
already.
danger zone.
It's on Xbox. That happened about a month and a half ago, I think. Maybe two.
50 to 250 feet above
Why are
the
you
ground.
still on Flight
So
Sim?
you are
Why is this guy still here?
danger zone. I mean,
We
with-
both know.
You did like a transitionary cut, and he's still here.
Since we launched on Flight Simulator.
You guys
It would be really funny if this became a Tim and Eric thing. He's like, the trailer ended. Why are you still here? And he's like,
sorry. The trailer was too short for you to be able to get up in time,
Dude.
and we didn't want you like halfway in the shot.
To Microsoft Flight Simulator.
dude in the shades just looks at the camera uncomfortably. Guy in the flight jacket's just like, I thought we were just talking. I thought we were friends.
Come on, Paris.
Fantastic, and you know I have the need for speed, so I can't wait to get my hands on this and participate. in some
Anything
of
we
these
can
areas.
change to
man,
that
we got
stops
you
this
covered.
man from saying Need for Speed and Danger Zone.
If going fast on the ground is more your speed, keep an eye out for an extended look at Forza Horizon 5 later on in the stream. We'll also talk with
This is a
Wasteland
scary
Games
stream when they're like,
director
this
about
is the thing that's gonna keep your eyes glued to the screen.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
like
that's
Forza.
rough. Oh no.
It's one of their big franchises. Car.
Yes, the iconic Xbox character Car.
Yeah.
Okay, we got some indie games.
All right.
I'm starting to think they're not even gonna bring up fucking Halo. In which case, the answer to the prediction will be no.
Yes.
Yep.
Just to be clear.
They're like, we're focusing more on
Wow.
Forza because its brand is a bit
Hey.
more bulletproof in the past than Halo.
Hey, did you know that Humble is now owned by IGN? So now they're just going to start selling out their devs to Game Pass.
I didn't think about that
There's
doesn't.
that insane like FMV rocket game.
Oh yeah, where it's like become a toxic influencer.
Oh god, that one.
That was funny.
I'm gonna kill this child.
Bushiden just makes me think of that Kotaku writer who was like, "Oh, it was so embarrassing that I had to explain that word doesn't mean anything." I'm like, "You wrote for Kotaku, and that's."
Yeah, I was like, that guy was bad.
I don't need this game. I lived this game 2 months ago.
I know.
Go fuck yourself.
When they showed that, I hadn't even moved in here yet, and I was like,
Yeah.
"I don't need this."
That looked kind of neat. Signal list. I might check that out. And
Yeah, a lot of the things they're showing
yeah.
do look really neat.
I like the
Yeah,
left-
that Scarlet Sword game, like Flynn, I think is what it's called. Like Flynn the Scarlet Sword or something like that they showed earlier. I'd been waiting for a long time.
Chinatown Detective Agency, little tip feedback. You can't end your detective agency with detective agency unless you're a comedy. That doesn't work in 2021. You can't. I'm sorry.
Flynn, Son of Crimson.
Yeah.
I hope
I'm sad that's launching day one Game Pass because it's just.
Maybe it'll work out fine.
I was like, I hope that doesn't hurt all those games. I thought they all looked nice.
I think that dodgeball one's already out on Game Pass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's like a 6 months buffer, it probably won't kill you.
Sea of Thieves, but now
Feel is super loud. That's the first time I've ever fucking heard that in one of these streams.
Sends you plundering through shifting dungeons to defeat a mysterious eldritch terror.
I got it, Feel. Don't change anything on your side.
Into.
Don't worry, I wouldn't.
Oh. That was their metal album cover.
Oh, this looks kind of rough.
What is it?
Into the Pit.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought this was some New Blood thing.
Yes, was also immediately my thought.
I'm still unsure that it might just be a New Blood thing.
Well, it definitely seems to have some boomer energy.
Yes, for sure.
I refuse to wash my hands.
You play as KZ. I don't think we're going to hit a moment in any stream covering any live event ever again that hits as hard as you play as Dan right after I say, hey, that's me.
Yeah, no.
That haunts me. That has haunted. Oh, my God. All right. that has haunted me through chat to this day.
Joyeux.
We get it. You're desperate. That's
This
your
is what
entire
indoctrination.
thing.
This is how it works, Phil. You gotta keep seeing it over and over again.
For
When you're
me,
out, won't close your eyes.
My gut feeling was
Our,
like the
our
movie.
numbers have stagnated. Please.
In the game, you know, when you're playing it.
You're not wrong.
That, and we've also shown a little bit
You're
of
not.
campaigns, right? Through when we unveiled the 100 Years' War and showed Joan of Arc. But we have yet another way in Age of Empires 4 that we're kind of bringing history to life that we haven't talked about yet.
What?
See, you do this to me. You put me in suspense. I want to know more, so let's go with it.
Well,
Let's hear more.
Okay, wait, you get one moment of suspense. Okay, that's enough. So, what we've done
Microsoft
today is,
executives
Yes.
are the worst humans to pretend they're human.
Yeah, they're really bad
Humans
at it.
in
The only
quotes.
one who can even remotely pass is Phil Spencer.
And they're called hands-on histories. And what they are
Yes,
is
he
a great
appears
way to
very
deep
human.
dive
He has
on
strong
certain fun subjects
1980s
from
movie
cultures representing
school bully
traditional
energy, but like
School bully.
Yeah.
Reformed
Like he
school
grew
bully,
up.
I feel
Like he's
Yeah,
like he's
I
the
don't-
coach of the evil team in a sports movie.
Right, yeah, he was
Like a Little League
he was the
movie.
rival to Karate Kid. I feel like he has that energy.
It's like, oh no,
Phil
he's gonna fall
Spencer
into
stars
the
in
dessert
Cobra
vat and then go to
Kai.
jail.
Yes, Phil Spencer starring in Cobra Kai. I'd buy that on Blu-ray for $100. That is too funny.
Was the king of all siege engines, a catapult capable of smashing.
Then it
down
hits an
obstacles
Xbox Series X.
from great distance.
Ooh.
Trebuchet.
Are we seriously
Actually, it's
making a
bucket.
trailer about the trebuchet?
At Warwick Castle,
Are we actually doing that right now? Is
Yeah.
that what they've decided to show off Age
They
of Empires
they
4 with?
decided this needed to be 90 minutes, so yes.
originating in
That's
7th century.
insane.
Man, if this happened 2 decades ago, the Mythbusters would have been involved somehow. That would have
yes.
made this much better.
Such a simple design, but so effective.
Can it launch me?
A pivoted arm with a weight at one end and a sling.
We're just watching the BBC.
Yeah, I'm like, we need. I need this done by.
6-ton weight is raised.
Oh my God.
Top Gear?
No, I was going to say that guy,
yeah.
the guys who did the that fake science show
To an
for the
axle,
BBC.
which would lift
Oh,
the
are you talking about
weighing 6
Look Around
tons.
You?
Yes, look around you.
Jesus Christ.
They need to just have Mega 64 doing the narration
As far as possible, it's making sure that this end of the
while
arm
wearing
is
like
moving.
sunglasses and neon
So once
jackets.
that weight drops,
Yes.
it really sends this point of the arm moving at its
I
highest
agree. This
velocity.
is a new way to destroy your Xbox.
This was
Just
done
get
by
buy a
positioning
trebuchet.
pivot
I mean,
close
yes,
to the
but
counterweight.
before we're distracted by that highly tempting thought, let us take a moment to acknowledge that our Gamescom stream is trying to explain how the trebuchet works with a stick. See, it's like this. It's like this. It's like so this end of the stick holds the thing, and it goes like this.
This is giving me those vibes when it's like we've run out of ways to promote something, which doesn't really make sense here. Like,
No,
Yeah,
because
it's
Age
like
of Empires 4 has barely been shown.
Right,
Yeah, I
we've
know.
hardly seen it.
because it brought me back to when Final Fantasy 15 was going to come out. They brought in the Epic Mealtime guys
Yes,
to
yes.
eat foods from that game. That's the vibe this has.
But there is no major star talent on screen unless this person's known for something.
Yeah.
They have a
Yeah.
doctorate apparently, but I don't
Right.
know that they're known for things.
I assume that she's
So it's-
more just an expert on this and not influencer, someone people know.
Yeah, I have to assume
That's
they're
what
just
I
they're
assume
just
as
an
well.
expert.
So that's what makes this
Yeah.
weird. This is the boneless version of the thing
I know
KZ's
they
talking
should have
about.
brought in Game Theory guy to do this
and
entire
launch
segment.
him from that, correct? Then they would
I
have
don't
my
know about that
fucking attention.
necessarily, but
Don't you want that to be him? That would be very funny as he just like.
yes. So
Cold
long
fish.
as they are safe, satire, parody.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
This is insane.
Make
Like,
history
there's
your system.
so many things you could show us in
They
Age of
didn't show
Empires
the
4.
game at all.
I feel like I'm in a waiting room.
It's out October 28th.
Yeah, that game comes out in 2 months.
What?
Maybe they're about to go into that, and that was just a pointless thing to fill time.
Mushflesh says, I think she's from Crash
We're
Course.
looking at what we're going to do with Age of Empires 4.
What, Doritos Crash Course on Xbox Live Arcade?
Definitely.
Interesting is the people who taught it to you. And You could say that about any subject.
Well,
right?
okay,
I think
so
the great thing is when you have someone
is
so
the next thing they're gonna do introduce something with John Green?
I haven't looked at the chat too much, but I see someone going, they keep cutting away to these people. I'm like, yeah, that's what happens. You cut to hosts on shows.
Yeah, you cut to hosts. Normally they have any level of charisma or commitment or something to convey to you.
No, the thing is that at this show does like a thing other shows don't, where you keep cutting back to them in the same subject.
Yes.
Yeah, normally you go talk, trailer, and then you cut back. Like, even they do that. Like, Phil did that nonstop, where he would come back from trailer and he'd be like, we here at Xbox.
This is a really good Phil Spencer.
I did the face that I see him do, and then I realized I can't see, so then I leaned into that.
I don't know. I don't think he fully closes his eyes like Majin Buu.
I love it. You also, of course, you've got
Holy shit.
hands-on history segments. Anything else that you can tell us fans about what we can expect, looking forward to? Any favorites you got coming up?
Oh, well, favorites. Oh, man. Well, I think my personal favorite is one called Medieval Surgery. Okay. And I'm going to let your imagination go with what we might show and what we might talk about in that one.
Yeah.
But the thing I love about them is that they go all over.
I'm going to get this guy. He needs to show me a video game.
And like how they kept flaming arrows from not going out when she shot them.
So real quick,
but we've also got all of these
is that game even coming to Xbox?
No,
it's
no
on
way.
the Xbox stream.
There's no way it's coming to Xbox.
Okay,
I feel like they'll try.
I don't think they announced that. I think they announced multiple times it's just PC. Whereas for Flight Sim, they said it's coming to Xbox.
For the Mongols, when you're playing as them in the campaign in the game.
I mean, I just
only confusing because they literally call this the Xbox stream, and that man's sitting on a giant Xbox logo.
Yeah.
Well, Xbox is just the brand now for everything Microsoft does.
It's really fucked up how close we're getting to that premonition.
Stop it.
On that episode where it's like Xbox becomes a gamer brand.
Yep.
That's what's happening in front of our eyes right now.
I know. I don't like it.
What? They're just promoting a video game. I don't see what the problem here is.
Really wanted to do is try to tell these stories in a different way. And
They're just promoting a
I'll tell
video
you,
game.
Like full disclosure, it's been insanely nerve-wracking.
Adam is green. That's just a fucking lie.
For in a game, right? We're history, but we're a game, but we're teaching you things, but you're having fun and. Finding that middle ground has been really challenging, and every time we've shown the campaigns or we've shown these hands-on histories, I've been like, oh god, it's gonna work? Like, people gonna like this? And
What do you mean every time you've shown us these? You've never shown us.
Yeah, I've never seen this game.
He didn't say show it to the people watching right now.
Oh, that's true. Just showing it into other people in the studio.
Yes.
It's been a journey, to get all this done.
It's fine.
The whole game together.
Well, I love that you mentioned Journey because we are coming towards the end of this development journey for Age.
Yeah, so maybe somebody should see the game.
Learn more about Age of Empires 4. I know they're all chomping at the bit.
They're so afraid of it, just like the RPG stuff in Yakuza Lad.
Oh god, you might be right.
Oh god, no!
They thought we were more excited to see a stick turn and be explained what a trebuchet is and how it works.
I hate this narrative, but it's so bulletproof. You can't beat this. You're right.
I didn't buy chat until they continued to not show us the game.
Yeah, I know.
Someone in chat's like, they're doing it again. They're doing it again.
Like,
it's funny because they showed the game in a sober fashion 2 months ago, so I don't know what happened.
Right. They didn't show it for long. They were like, hey. And I'm like, great. And then they went,
yeah, but now we've had a 15-minute or something segment that they
He's about to leave, and they're not going to show it.
Yeah, it feels right. He's about to leave.
Now we have tons coming up here today.
You show me fucking gameplay.
Decay 2 and an extended look at Forza Horizon 5 with our friends at Playground Games. But now, let's catch up with.
I spent more time looking at Aaron Greenberg's meme mini fridge T-shirt than a game that had like a 10-minute segment.
Xbox Cloud Gaming is already available on Windows PCs, mobile phones, and tablets.
Well, they don't have to effectively market their games anymore. They have Game Pass.
The future with cloud gaming.
Silicon Valley bulletproof armor. Yes.
I'm trying to figure out if he zipped up his shirt, is Xbox like hidden?
Yeah, that's like an over thing.
Xbox is bisecting the bisexuals.
So, somehow it goes. It can go in or out depending if he's at work or anywhere else.
future where you can pick up something and you could play it anywhere and you could do it quickly.
Now it's about cloud
Fuck
gaming.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck
that-
you.
that
You
whole
could play
preamble was
Celeste
about-
on cloud gaming. Fuck off with that.
His thing that we were talking over is like, yeah, hard drive space is real hard to come by. That's why we've got xCloud.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome.
You beat the Celeste B-sides on fucking cloud, and I'll give you $100.
I think that's fair, yeah.
New ones right away. It's super exciting that for our Game Pass Ultimate members, they will get to experience Xbox Cloud Gaming on
Okay, that guy's face was like, what am I doing?
Wow, this feels way worse than they implied.
I mean, to be fair, that is the face I make when I hit a stick and no one moves on screen for too long.
Yes.
Like, is my controller disconnect? What's
60 frames per second.
What's crazy about this is like the latency. This is the kind of stuff you need with cloud gaming.
Oh, 60 frames? That's actually very smooth.
There's something really funny about Sarah.
Yeah, I'm sure I
gamer.
believe that.
Gaming feels like you're playing
The craziest thing about this is the latency. It's really bad.
It's intense.
No, you see, the
but-
latency is really good. We're at a Microsoft office with a server diamond.
It's literally in the other room.
Our download speed is 8 gigs.
Zach, Xbox gamer.
We're plugged into the backbone of the internet, so latency's acceptable.
My lower third would be KZ, pizza roll gamer.
The limits of having to be on a specific platform or a specific console, play on PC and mobile, and now on Gen 8.
Yeah, Gen 8 consoles can play
Gen 8?
content, isn't that?
They're so afraid of calling it the Series X.
What are you doing?
Wait, or is that Xbox One? I don't even know what they.
No, that
What
was
is Gen 8? They're referring to.
Yeah, they're saying you can play
Yes, but they
Series
had a
X games
different
on your
name for that
Xbox
last
One.
time. They called it third gen.
They don't know what to call it, Dan. It's a fucking 3.
It's a fucking. Oh my god! They literally looked at it. They looked at an 8 and screamed it was a fucking 3, and then 1 year later they come back and they're like, it's an 8. It's an 8. We know now.
Why would you put that in marketing like that? Like, why would you have them say Gen 8? What does that mean?
Because they realized their naming scheme is so bad, they invented yet another fractal layer of bad naming scheme.
Yeah, you can't
Well, that's
say
kinda fun.
you can play Series X. You can play Xbox Series X on Xbox One X. That's insane.
This is the perfect opportunity to relive
To get stuck on a
Cinema
rock.
4.
I have to redo
Yeah, not
a
in
puzzle
performance
3 times.
mode.
And if you haven't played this, do yourself a favor, grab a pair
Get
of
stuck in those
headphones.
rocks.
Don't.
Do yourself a favor, play this because we're not patching it again.
Unique experiences
What is it? The Wonderful 101?
They should unrelease that.
They announced a DLC.
12 minutes and the big.
Oh, is it that fucking?
Yeah,
Apparently.
Oh, okay, because that was like a backer stretch goal.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's going to be
But
talked
they
about
have
on
to
Saturday.
update the game to some extent in order to make it compatible with the DLC, I think.
Yeah,
Stay
so
tuned for
hopefully.
Wednesday. We're going to show off 12 minutes, one of the worst written games of the past 10 years.
Don't forget our friends at Playground Games.
I can't
will give us an
believe they
extended
actually-
look at their monumental
that was
motoring in Mexico
Yeah.
later on.
Yeah, it's on there.
Great.
That
Okay.
includes never before
They also
seen
had like
areas
Mortal
of the
Kombat
game
on there.
map,
They're just
plus
like, we're
cars
playing random
I've
games
never
throughout the
been
week.
before.
Yeah,
Follow
that's right.
Xbox on
I've loved
Twitch.
everything I've seen of Forza Horizon 5 so far, and I can't wait. Now, Kate, there's more games to check out, right?
Well, right, you are.
I don't think I've
Let's
ever
talk
seen that
Wasteland
before.
3.
Which
Their
part?
newest DLC
This thing.
introduces us
Yeah.
to a new
no.
cult. The Cult of the Holy Detonation.
Wait, did she say it was DLC?
Yeah.
For what?
Oh, is this Wasteland? Because I think that's what In Exile does.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Wasteland. Big old radioactive tank.
That makes sense. Their next game's like, I think, first person.
This is a genuine question. At no point or level or layer is this a joke.
Okay.
Do they own any Exile?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It was like the Psychonauts thing where they bought them, so this still showed
Yes.
Wasteland 3 showed up on
Yes.
like PlayStation, but their next thing's like a first person thing.
I can never remember that they bought the studio named In Exile, but I can always remember they bought the people who made Wasteland.
It's
Yeah,
weird that
that's-
Microsoft now owns everybody who makes anything even remotely like Fallout.
Yeah, they bought
Yeah.
all the ones that they could, then they bought the people that owned Fallout.
Yeah, it's real weird.
One day they're gonna pop the screen. It's just gonna go, We don't know.
Play it day one. We don't know. Like they forgot. They forgot what to call a PC.
Savor the game's bouquet. We're talking with InXile game director David Rogers. David.
At some point, they'd be like, wait, are we just buying everything, competing with ourselves at this point?
Coming out on
Pin Gillette.
But we know,
That's right, Phil. Me and my partner Bob here, we're gonna put this to the test.
Oh God, why?
Game Pass is bullshit.
Wasteland 3, the best version of itself it could be. Over the past year since
It's funny that you went Penn Jillette because my brain went some sort of late 90s director I've never heard of.
And I really think that
Now I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's happening with this man's hairline.
Nothing. He's doing fine.
It's all back here.
Well, congratulations on everything that you've been doing with Wasteland 3. Now this deal
It's like shaped like a weird boomerang.
of the Holy Detonation. Now talk about
Scalps
that
be
a little
weird?
bit. Tell me what's gonna go into this deal.
Steven Seagal.
So you've heard of Cheyenne Mountain.
Shout out to Steven Seagal, lawman.
More people need to cosplay Steven Seagal at
Very
conferences.
deep in the heart of Cheyenne, in the middle of Colorado. It's
rough,
designed
man.
to outlast a nuclear
Very
winter.
glad you asked
And
me
so
here,
when you
Phil.
hit level 16, an old friend calls you and says, "Hey, I need your help securing this secret military base and all the secrets within." And as soon as you get there, you find two warring cults battling over supremacy, trying to take control of the Holy
Yeah, the more we watch them, the more
which
like
is this
they're not even
pre-war
going to say
science
Halo
experiment
once
that
in this
they
whole
worship
show.
as a god.
Yeah,
When you say the word.
That's why I was like, we're continuing to watch for Forza, not even Halo.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Maybe they have a deal with Jeff Keighley tomorrow.
How generous.
If so, that'd be really funny that they torpedoed this.
Yeah, they were like, no,
Yeah.
kill our own show.
And I'm like, very Square Enix of you.
We're really gonna be able to get in there and mix it up, right?
Right. So you and your Ranger team insert yourself right smack dab.
Except for Square Enix did that for Sony.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
And
Right?
this is a Wasteland
Like
game, so
they
you
were
just,
like, we're gonna put our
Yeah.
prize jewel into a Sony conference.
Oh, I thought of when they were pushing KH3 a lot. And they gave Microsoft and Sony a
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, and then
showed
made a really bad one that just kind of put chunks of the other ones in there for
Yes.
their
The
show.
last expansion was the Battle of Steeltown, right? You had giant.
You know, I like this guy who's excited about his game and showed me some of his game.
Yes.
Big fan of it. Standards have hit the fucking floor.
Real quick though,
Sure.
why is that gameplay footage they feel comfortable showing,
I
but
don't know.
Age of Empires isn't?
Like, it looks worse than Age of Empires in basically every way.
visually,
Visually,
yeah.
Maybe it's just because it's
got-
it's like Fallout, so it's that
Maybe
like,
it's
post-hoc
related
style.
to Fallout, and they can play it on a controller. They don't have to scare people with a big UI that's entirely PC driven.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably like if you show RTS footage,
So we took the best
you know, a lot of the time you're gonna get UI in it. And like Microsoft has evidence that Fallout and things like Fallout, like Wasteland, sell well.
Then you can move around when you move.
Whereas Age of Empires, well, they shut down a studio because of how little they believed in that.
Combat doesn't end until the mission is over. We send you on proper combat missions. You're in there breaking into prisons, rescuing POWs. You're disrupting these high-tech cultist rituals. You are splitting your fire team and coordinating like you never have had to before. Like everyone on your
that's a
team
mouse.
has a job, and I really think this is.
Yeah, they've been
gonna take
they've been
players
jumping
who know their
between
Ranger team
console and
back
PC
to make
footage.
them
Yeah.
scratch their head and really have to rethink how they go about
I'm
combat,
still just
and make it
befuddled over
new,
the decision to
exciting,
not
and
show us Age of
challenging
Empires
in a,
more.
like, mentally
Yeah,
in a
it's
way
still
you
weird
haven't
'cause
been
it's
able to
2 months.
really do
Yeah,
before
it's
with
weird.
just straight up murder combat.
Now, Wasteland has a reputation for getting a little silly.
Right.
What are some of the weird characters we can expect in some of the story encounters we'll see in the game?
Yeah, with Cult of the Holy Detonation, we really got to cut our devs loose and just let them be creative and fun and silly. Like InXile's modus operandi is if we're like brainstorming and something makes us laugh, we just put it in the game. That's just how we do it, and we pick up the pieces afterwards.
There's a
'Cause we
character,
wanna
they
make something that
fart.
entertains us, and then we know if we're
I
having
just
fun,
had the thought of
our fans
yeah.
are
So
gonna have fun
on
along
the
the way. So we got to
on May the
explore,
4th.
like, really
Did
let
hear me
Yeah,
out.
this is anti-selling me on Wasteland.
and let you interact with them
That's
and talk with
unfortunate.
them.
It's like I'm not signing up for Saints Row again. I went through that once.
So, like, for instance, one of the characters you meet, one of the
We really cut the developers loose and told them to go to Reddit.
got like claws and fangs and spikes jutting out. He's drooling.
It's gonna be so easy to write in the Xbox portion of the Big Thing doc later.
We thought
today.
we thought it'd be so funny if you just had to fight a bunch of big chunguses.
And another one of my favorites is the
They're called Big Bunguses because they look like Chungus, but they're bombs.
See, it's not funny the moment you don't officially get a giant bloated Bugs Bunny. The moment it's not literally that, I'm like, why'd you do this?
and he's hard to understand, and he needs a translator.
We partnered up with Space Jam 2 6 months too late to give you
Like
this.
this totally out there, wild, extreme.
It's an event that will last 1 month. It cost us $15 million.
Explore, like what makes this cult tick, and he's an
We have really horrible looking CG Don Cheadle.
Holy shit.
That's a benefit.
Like there's one guy, and he kind of devolved into this like vomiting bagpipe creature, and he has this real like kill me vibe about him. But we get to play with these fun body horror themes that let us jackknife between sort of like
Cool
dark
spit
and
gun.
serious and like goofy and funny, which is a line that Wasteland really loves to
That
ride.
was really weird clip the show.
A lot of really important stuff is at stake.
There's
but,
one
you
dude
know,
over there who's like, I want my gun on the main stage.
It's like we get the best with body horror. All this is a shot of a
It's
guy
great.
holding
This
a gun.
computer, it fucking hates him, turns him into a pile of flesh. Hilarious shit. Anyways.
Anyway, check out this gun. It can drool.
It turns into a pickle. It's the funny thing I've ever seen.
Goddamn thing I've ever seen.
For some reason, we have soy sauce packages just everywhere for no reason.
Collection. That's the base game plus Cult of the Holy Detonation and Battle of Steeltown, all for a discount. Or if you have Game Pass, you already have Wasteland 3. Just download it and play it, and then you can get both expansions with the expansion pass.
All right.
That is awesome. Now, to kind of recap this a little bit.
I've gotten close a
I
couple
wonder
of
what the
times to playing
numbers on
this.
DLC is for Game Pass games.
Oh gosh, in chat, I have no mouth. Real knee slapper. Fucking funniest book read.
But please remind everyone before we get out of here, when can you pick up this DLC?
Right, this Work of Passion, it comes out on October 5th. We're really stoked.
That is awesome.
Well, that's why they can show their gameplay. It comes out slightly sooner.
Oh,
yeah. They got 3 more weeks to promote
David,
Age of Empires 4.
Thanks, Bearish. Appreciate it.
Right.
But now I have no mouth. There are no knees to slap.
Sea of Thieves has played host to some incredible crossovers, including unique ship sets inspired by games like Battletoads, State of Decay, Halo, and more. Today,
He said Halo.
to announce a brand new special event that will award players an all-new ship as a part of the latest wild crossover heading to Sea of Thieves. Better yet, this event begins tomorrow. So
All right, let me see if I can boot this up and get this ship.
And let's get our first look at this very special ship.
Will we get Aloy's boat?
No.
What is that?
No, it's the
That's
Borderlands boat.
Borderlands.
That's what is
I
this?
thought they were about to go into the fucking pirate shit.
Oh, this
No,
is
that's
a
already
pirate.
over.
This is a pirate ship.
Oh, it's over already?
Well, it's
See,
already
Field's
out.
referring
rather.
to the Caribbean thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pirates
yeah,
of the
Yeah, the
Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's been out.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
your friends played it, right, KZ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
really cool to be.
If you're playing Sea of Thieves and you see somebody in the Borderlands ship, you're morally obligated to sink them.
No, the average Sea of Thieves player just attacks people that have the pride flag on their ship, as my friends have noticed the 3 times it's happened.
Into Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That man made me realize one thing, and for that I am thankful. If I just buy an OLED and shove it up against a window, that's amazing set design.
Holy shit!
Yes. I'm about to do that for that window over there.
But if you head to Larina at any of the outposts in the Sea of Thieves world, she'll be able to fill you in on
Just do that and get like a No More Heroes like
so we hope
thing. It's like,
everybody
look,
gets
there's
a chance to
scorpions
take
outside.
unlimited event.
I could just get Field to send me footage of that.
So that's the time period you've got to get your hands on the Mayhem ship set. And I think that's it from me. So
you're gonna boot it up and get that ship, right, Casey?
No, that actually looks significantly worse than their usual ones to me. At least their Killer Instinct one, I think, has like full gore on like the front.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
that-
this
And
stuff
with
looks
like
really
a neon like sails and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Yeah, that's
kind of like the least impactful event I've seen for a game.
Yeah.
That's announcing an event recently.
Right, for like a big crossover thing, it's pretty lame.
Hope. It's always been a dangerous world in Trumbull Valley.
Just State of Decay 2 or something.
Or 3.
No, it can't be 3. It doesn't have wolves.
Bob, that trailer has nothing to do with what that game's gonna be.
I know.
what are you talking about? She went, wow. And then they were like, oh no.
It builds new bonds. And in the face of a growing threat.
Yeah, no, they can't talk about it 2, right? I mean, they've already announced 3. There's no way they test.
I mean, didn't 2 come out last year?
I think it came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, it came out like 2 years ago.
So this has to be 3. You wouldn't.
I think this is the DLC for
I'm pretty
2,
sure
though.
they said State of Decay 2 because my
They
brain
did.
read
Okay,
it
yeah,
as
you're
Dying
right.
Light 2. I remember they did an overview of this at an E3 once, and I turned to stone because it was 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just going to keep doing State of Decay 2 content forever because State of Decay 3 is going to be a Last of Us clone.
If that happens, I swear to God, everyone in this podcast group will be even more cynical about Microsoft. If they turn something that is this into The Last of Us, that's the most insane corporate-ass executive decision I've ever fucking seen.
Well, don't worry. They'll keep updating this one forever.
Well, just like zombies themselves, it seems everything old is new again in State of Decay 2. And we have a guest to walk us through this undead update. Please join me in
It's sad that I saw a rainbow on her shirt and some white thing above it, and I was like, yo, is that Nyan Cat? Because I couldn't quite make it out.
I mean, it has to be, right?
Please.
We thought it was really funny that her shirt looked like Neon Cat, so we put it into Wasteland 3's DLC.
When you wear it, all the enemies aggro to you instantly. We have to keep the experience.
Because they hate Pop-Tarts and cats, right? Not because of the rainbow, right?
We have to keep everything consistent between Microsoft products.
So that's all changed with the Trumbull Valley map. It is the 5th core.
When is State of Decay 2 Far From Home coming out?
Now, not to be too much of a hard ass, but
sure.
You probably shouldn't make the setting of your dark zombie game Trumbull Valley.
What? I can hear the music already. It's like.
If they said, here's our update, the map is just Spiral Mountain.
That would be hilarious.
And I'd be like, sure, you won.
I mean, to be fair, that would at least show like a weird and fun crossing over of their own IPs.
Yeah, they're like, whatever, shoot Bottles.
They're not doing anything. Well, obviously,
yeah,
Bottles is already dead.
Yeah, I know.
So he's the zombie king.
You probably know.
Yes.
Do they have in Sea of Thieves a banjo ship yet? If they don't, okay. Thank God.
Doesn't it just have a photorealistic bear on the front?
Yes, it does. So it's a lame version of that.
Yeah, they're afraid of.
Yeah.
In a game that's already cartoony, they still can't be.
Yeah, they're always like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I would play Sea of Thieves if I could get a ship with a giant fucking stupid banjo face on the front.
I would do it even if it had the bad banjo, the square banjo.
Yeah, even that's better than the bear.
Yeah, even square banjo's better. I feel like I'd be more interested in Sea of Thieves if they were like, yeah, Spiral Mountain's in it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what?
Yeah,
I could just sail to. Because here's my problem with Sea of Thieves. Okay, this is my mental block. They haven't once in all these years of Sea of Thieves showed me a cool place to go to.
Yeah, they're just like, go, we're on a boat. There's more boats. Go by. And that's why when I played it was so magical, because I'm like, I went to islands. I solved puzzles in ancient coves, and I'm like, oh, I understand what your game is now.
Yeah, for some
You've
reason.
never told me.
And I see a Marvel sky laser 80 miles away. We're going to sail to it and die.
Yeah. I want them to be like, hey, we're doing an event. Here's this island for this event, and it's very cool. We're going to show how you interact with the characters. And
the closest it was that Pirates
was the Pirates thing, where you get a bunch of voice lines, and I'm like,
fantastic work.
do these go in a level you made, or?
I've been assured that there are set pieces. They seem unplay tested and bad, is what I was told.
Come on, I thought we were like heading towards good.
I'm sorry.
Homecoming.
I love it. Thank you, Wonder.
Though, you know.
My pleasure.
Maybe it's fine. I don't know. I only got that one impression. The one people that played it.
The one entire group that happened.
Examples of long dead god kings and a healthy dose of hack and slash. All this awaits in Stray Blade.
Stray Blade.
505.
Oh, that
Okay.
looks a little rough. Maybe.
Now's a good time to get water so I don't say something.
Is this Mortal Shell?
No, this is Stray Blade. Mortal Shell looks a lot better visually.
Yeah, it does. They have an expansion coming out.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, like that did well enough. Which I would hope so. They're big fans of Dark Souls. They have item
I don't
models
know
on their
how to
fridge.
describe this art style, but it's one that I see a lot that just makes my brain turn off.
It feels like it's not fully realized. Like it feels like it's still in that developed.
Alpha, those graphics don't look like normal in-game graphics, so something's off.
Yeah.
It has like some art in it. It's hard to describe it. It kind of reminds me a little of Dauntless-esque.
Dauntless feels like a more fully realized
Yeah, I
version.
know.
It's like we have Dauntless at home.
Yeah.
It's like very angular in a weird way.
And today I will show you Stray Blade.
Please tell me if there's something behind me.
Someone not vaccinated back there. Just check.
Who's exploring the ancient valley.
Inflates you big and round.
Yeah, even I had that thought. I'm like, what am I watching?
The powers of the three.
There was a little bit too much. Like
I did not at all get that, but now I'm like,
he
oh
put
man,
his
you're
hand
right
in
on
the
the
dude's
fucking
mouth
money.
and he was pulsating. I'm like,
These animations are really good for a World of Warcraft Mashima video from 2008.
But yeah, I came back into the room, saw the logo, and had a stroke over like, we have some Biomutant Scrimblow on this. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I know, that lovable Scrunko. This is also 40 genres and game types at once.
I can't believe I'm getting this energy from any game being made now, but I'm getting really strong Kingdoms of Amalur energy.
I get it.
All the UI stuff really puts me off. Like, look at those health bars.
There's not done.
There's
I
not
have
even
to,
a
yeah,
fucking
this is
gradient
pre-alpha.
on it.
Yeah.
Well, this is pre-alpha, which is probably a lie, and it's actually a beta. But I assume those will be replaced.
Lore pieces and beautiful places. Change is part
I wish pre-alpha meant anything.
Yeah.
I wish alpha meant anything.
Okay, well, okay, this one has a different UI. All right.
Oh my god. You're right. That is a completely different design for the UI.
The change you brought shapes
I can tell there's a gradient to those bars now.
Yes. And there are things around the bars to contain them.
Yes.
Oh,
Show that
shit.
again. It was very cool.
Assemble the silver monkey.
It will be out next year. And keep an eye on all
He accidentally, this is simple as Antler's like, oh, give me a sec.
This is wrong.
Oh.
Why is that king trying to sex me?
Clearly, you don't own it.
Okay, if they don't show game... Wait, did they say that's coming to Xbox?
I think so.
Yeah, because that game's out.
To tip you off, we're talking about Crusader Kings 3, the medieval grand strategy and role-playing game. That
Will they show footage of this?
Royal line from those that would conquer your kingdom, and evil twins apparently.
Yeah. It's coming to Xbox as an adaptation, not a direct port, meaning that the
Wait,
UI
what?
controls have been refined to bring that grand
Okay, so they're gonna really, because of course you have to heavily edit it so it can be played with the controller. Because it's like playing an operating
Civilization 6 did
system.
We'll all be
when they
ruling
brought
from
that
our
to
throne rooms
consoles.
Soon enough, check out Crusader
And
Kings
Gears
3,
Tactics.
now coming to Xbox.
Ah, yeah. I was gonna pick a game that would, like, hit anyone's brain ever.
Well, Gears Tactics is made by Xbox, so...
Okay, they're gonna show a CG trailer. They won't show gameplay because it's too scary.
Maybe there'll be gameplay mixed in.
They're like, we don't need to show gameplay. That game's been out.
If that was the rule for this conference.
They
That
showed
game's been out, we
they
don't
showed
own
Flight
that one.
Sim.
Okay, so...
Okay, there you go.
So they
That's-
showed
No
Flight
UI.
Sim?
Okay, they actually showed
Yo!
UI. They're showing controller UI.
Okay.
Yo, the Pokemon trailer!
Yeah!
Oh, no.
Just zoom in on them words.
Yeah, I need to know if he says after you. Can you zoom on that letter?
That's important.
Measure success across the span of a single life. Jesus. The real game is played across generations. You see, real strategy requires cunning.
Crusader Kings is pretty good. You can just wake up and be gay, and then that fucks up your game because now you can't have a kid.
And I was just about to say, I can't get myself to learn a new strategy game.
Crusader Kings 3 is wild. You really haven't lived until you've made an 8-year-old the King of England.
Well, it's nice to have hobbies. We've all gotten into some weird stuff this past year.
Weird like diving
Move
into
on,
their
please.
brains and exploring their mental universes projected into
Oh, they're gonna show
Psychedelic
Psychonauts.
60s Wonderland kind of
The
weird.
only marketing this game will have.
Weird, which means I am so excited for
My
Psychonauts
favorite,
to
my
finally get a
favorite
sequel.
game I'm playing mentally for this conference is imagining clips without context and being like, Xbox conference or Netflix's reboot of Mystery Science Theater.
Most of the biggest games, we're talking Resident Evil 4, Battlefield 2,
We have Patton Oswalt at home.
They were great games, for sure.
His name's Phil Spencer.
We have so much chemistry.
Psychonauts had humor, whimsy, and surprisingly heartfelt moments. It was an oasis of color and humanity in an era when games were increasingly turning grimy, dark, and combative.
No.
It came out
No.
in 6th gen.
It came out during 6th
What
gen,
is
you
wrong with
fucking
you?
The original is considered
What?
a classic.
We were so devoid of fucking color during
I like to
6th
imagine
gen.
this dude when given the script going, "This is wrong, but whatever. You paid me like $500."
Yeah, I'm like,
Thank you, Tim Schafer, for saving 3D platformers during 6th gen.
All of this whole segment's written by Tim Schafer.
The power of Juju is such a serious, colorless.
Before that,
nightmare.
they gave the examples of what else is coming around the same time of Battlefield and all these things that were coming to PC.
Hey, look, it's here we get claimed. Zim's voice actor's second best role this year.
I was like, man, feels really overselling that Nicktoons. Oh wait, Ratchet and Clank.
Oh yeah, third best. I'm sorry.
Damn it!
He probably won't be in the Nicktoons thing, unfortunately.
Oh, he'll have like 3 lines.
Oh, maybe.
They've already he voices like half the characters that are in Nicktoons.
That's true.
I mean, that's the thing though, that they might not have voices for any of the characters.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I've got eyes on the target. And I've got eyes on me.
All I see is another unruly peasant.
Yo, this game looks like it has money. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty neat.
It's come a long way from Schaefer saying they had to remove all the boss fights.
Yeah.
God, I saw someone bringing up that this game was crowdfunded. I keep forgetting because it's insane.
I can't. It's so a part of it and the story of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't worry. It basically wasn't crowdfunded because all the people who did it as investment backed out.
Yeah, they had to do something where it's like, okay, here's the money back. It's over.
No. What happens is with Fig is that when it was time to take the money, they tell you what they have to sell for you to recoup. And it was like so much worse than what they told you during the campaign that everybody backed out almost.
Oh, okay.
Too, because I gotta be honest, me and that original game, we got
Yeah, the One True Blue. I retweeted a lot of things about the scores it's been getting. It makes me optimistic about Psychonauts.
Yeah, when before the reviewers come out, I'm like, come on,
please.
And then they're like, oh, it's actually very solid.
No, untrustworthy.
Schaefer and Lynette, T-Tree Montgomery, I am definitely dating myself, but you all welcome from Double Fine.
A cross between Joel from The Last of Us and Santa Claus, Tim Schafer has arrived.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea what Field was even doing. I felt like he started getting dizzy.
I don't know either, but I'm moving on.
Yeah.
And even though it has been a lot of years, it's a game that matters a lot to us. We really love it here at Double Fine, and we know that
It's really funny because visually he looks like a cross between Santa and Joel from The Last of Us, but you hear him talk and it's like,
because we brought back a lot of the same voice actors, and we also have a lot of people on the team here that worked on the first game, as well as bringing on a bunch of new people like Lisette.
Thank you. It was really important for us to carry the legacy forward, especially the cool.
yo, Tim Schafer's the Virgil to Fat Man.
He does kind of have that energy.
Let's roll it back a bit. Of course, this can be kind of a trippy idea if you're not familiar. Psychonauts, they still jump into people's minds. I'm assuming like the first game, right? So if a Psychonaut sort of dove into my brain, it would be like a lot of.
You thought I'd let you jingle alone.
Am I correct?
Yeah, that's what's fun about a Psychonauts game is that all levels are different, just like every person is different, based on their personality. If you could jump into someone's mind, what would it look like in there? What would be the color of the sky, and like who would the monsters be? And in Psychonauts, you get to do that because Raz has the power of astral projection. And when he goes in, he gets to fight those monsters and help people deal with their nightmares and wrestle with their inner demons. And so there's a ton of
I think Casey would agree with me that if more of Microsoft looked like this, and if Microsoft had brought from the ground up a lot more things like this, like say Rare was doing,
Yeah.
I loved it from the first
it would feel really great.
Yeah.
It would feel awesome.
It'd also be nice if they were as confident in showing the game for other games.
Yeah.
Sorry, Age of Empires here.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
That would be neat.
Brain worlds and unique levels from the first game, and the unique style as well. So we're really focused on how we could.
Tim's just like, oh, give me 1 second. He just grabs the sign off screen, puts it on his chest, says not vaccinated.
You have to go into his brain to convince him to become vaccinated.
Holy crap.
COVID anxiety in the face.
Well, I don't know if you get to slap anxiety in your face, but you definitely get to slap some panic attacks. And COVID definitely.
Just show me a fucking level.
In addition to panic attacks, some of our old enemies have also come back. Our sensors are our favorites, and they're definitely here. And in addition to that, we also have our doubts and some new enemies. There's our lovely sensor. Also, some regrets, some flying regrets. There are a ranged enemy, and they definitely are challenging. Our doubts are.
I love the squiggly eyes.
Yeah, I liked that a lot.
Dope. Also seeing our enabler here. He is our.
This is the enabler. He supports negative thoughts like cooking 130 pizza rolls.
Yes.
Saying you're going to help him eat them all.
Yes. Here's our next enemy, Big Chungus.
Available now on Xbox Game Pass, by the way.
VRC6, that's not a negative thought. It was, I puked afterwards.
It's okay, it was only grease.
So I kept in all the good, is that what you're saying?
Yes, it made our session of 130 pizza rolls worth it.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Look, I was tired of them being in the freezer, so I signed up for the plan.
Okay, here's how the conversation went, Phil. I'm going to make some pizza rolls as we watch anime. Bob's like, you going to have all of them in one go? And I'm like, well, he said it out loud. I guess I'm going to do that.
I'm not taking the blame for this. Casey's insane.
You should know me by now.
To solve puzzles and to navigate in this game.
And then Dan's like, oh, yeah, sure. This seems like a good idea. That frees up the freezer, which is also where I was at, where I'm like, that frees that up.
I should have just done that thing you do with kids where you like pretend to eat a thing and then you throw it away.
I would have seen them. It's like
no, throw it away in Banny.
Oh
my God.
There you go.
Story for a second, because as the original Psychonauts, we
The
saw Raz
Banny.
training to be part of an organization, and now perhaps he's part of a whole organization at this point. And are there other brain agents, other Psychonauts out there that maybe grew up in a completely
It's funny since they're not doing the on stage back and forth and they're doing the layout with here's the Xbox person in the studio.
Yep.
That felt. This feels like a real game they're showing and a real moment they're trying.
Gets introduced to
Because they didn't just cold cut to some guy at the studio with a weird background.
Yeah.
how he fits into the organization. Bottom. Right down at the bottom.
I liked seeing that big ability list. That was neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Much to his chagrin, his entire family.
And I've seen a decent amount of the levels through like 2 reviews I watched. What in the fuck is happening?
The interns find out that he's the awkward middle child of a circus family. Each one
I'll
of them
pass the
has
remote.
their own
Banny's asleep right now, so
and some of them are even psychic. And
she's in the ball form.
Yes. Ball activate. Why can't Brandy crawl?
Well, I like that. And of course, as you might know already, I'm sold. But you, of course, already knew that. When can myself and
It's just Samus's outfit, but the helmet comes up and it's Banny yelling.
You can get back to the beef and play Psychonauts 2 on August 25th.
Yeah, it seemed weird they were launching on a Wednesday. I was actually going to download it this morning, but it wasn't out yet.
Because
what the fuck's up with that?
They had it planned for this segment.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, that's the only reason they would launch on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But it's not going anywhere.
ask him those burning questions about the newest game in the fan favorite franchise in our Xbox Play stream tomorrow. But first, we're going from cleaning out mental cobwebs to cleaning up alien planets in this supreme.
Oh, look, the gunk.
trailer for.
Whatever. The gunk looked better than most things we saw.
Whatever. It's a
these
fucking
shows.
video game.
And it's one we haven't seen much of, so that's appreciated.
I just think it's funny because it's called the gunk.
The gunk. Okay. Very similar to the last trailer.
I'm sorry that wasn't a gulp noise, KZ.
It's more of like a slurp.
Yeah, it's more like sucking a straw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
But I can
Xbox's
understand
version
why
of
you'd say
Returnal looks weird.
Every time I become gunkier.
This is the last time I will gunk here.
Okay, that was
Okay, that was
Sorry.
good, I guess.
yeah.
We're social everywhere. Cool. It said that in the upper right.
It said we're social everywhere.
Yeah, I had a list of every single social media site in
Yo,
existence.
dude, get off those like alt-right social medias,
Yeah.
okay? I'm not sure that's a great place to promote your game. It's bad luck.
God.
Humble Valley. Come on. And hey, you know what? Great job on that flight sim interview.
Oh, thank you. I mean, talking to Jorg is
I
always a
hate you
blast.
so much.
Oh, they're wrapping up? Okay, good.
I mean, it's literally letting me travel the world.
Wait, they didn't show Halo!
I was staring daggers of jealousy
No.
watching you.
I don't know why you would ever think they would show Halo here, Phil.
Well, I will say this.
They didn't show Forza yet, which is they've said they're going to show
Oh,
several
they
times.
said, okay, okay.
Not the same as talking to the creators. Just trust me when I tell you. Be excited for something.
Hearing you two do this isn't the same as hearing the creators talk, really?
No way.
Really?
Yes, don't forget, Xbox Plays will recap all the week's news throughout the week at twitch.tv.
There's so much news here that they need multiple days to recap it later.
Yeah. We've got news here, right? I learned how trebuchets work.
Hey, I learned that in 6th grade technology class. I can learn it here.
But we're far from done.
You remember when Kyle Bosman was like, man, these Capcom shows are really good. You should watch it. The devs talk about interesting stuff. And then Twitch did that thing where they stuck all their iconography and we got some influencers to yell over it. And he
Yes.
was like, yeah, they kind of ruined this. And I'm like, wow, Microsoft's doing that for themselves?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you're watching our Xbox YouTube channel, switch over to our Xbox Twitch channel to see all this new exclusive content.
And that is twitch.tv/Xbox for the full vroom vroom experience. And if you're already watching on Twitch from one of the Forza channels, stay right where you are.
Without further ado, let's dive in, starting with the new
Vroom, vroom.
custom Forza Horizon
So
5
we just-
controller, which is available
The show is-
today, so players can have it.
Kroby Cat, the world needs you now.
Wait, what is fucking happening? They're not actually going to show Forza here?
They talk about showing Forza all show. And then they're like, go watch it on Twitch?
They're like, anyone co-streaming this, we fucking hate your guts.
Hey,
Man, that ass
it's
can
good
fart.
Lord, is it? Yeah, Halo not being here really does imbue confidence.
Not at all.
I guess there's tomorrow, and that's the only hope.
Especially when, like, the last time they showed Halo, it was the most insanely scripted floating through space
Oh
thing.
yeah, no, like we didn't.
Yeah,
get
it was floating through space, and then it became an AI cutscene, and then they jumped into
And then the multiplayer thing, yeah. Admittedly, the AI cutscene took the plot in a direction
Yeah.
that anyone remotely gave a shit about.
I don't have a lot of faith in it, but if Jeff really got a Halo fucking trailer, I'll lose my mind. That they decided to torpedo this that hard.
I know World thought this show would be this.
Okay, at least they're talking about horror. Or is this just interview bullshit?
I'm sorry, we're actually in the ad for the Forza controller right now, Phil. We don't get to hear about the game for a while.
Yeah, you idiot.
Don't talk about her piss hair, please.
She took the serum from Hayes. Can we please just forgive her?
Oh God, she's a God. It's just the piss from Maze. She can't see the rain through that hair.
Earlier today, I thought about, man, it's really awkward for indie development. id at Xbox. Now that id is owned by Xbox.
And you see, it's id and ID.
Yeah,
at
ID.
Xbox.
ID at Xbox. But
Id
they
is
always
also
say.
capitalized.
I know, but they always
literally
try
not-
and say ID.
also has vast canyons.
I was just like, man.
Yeah, but I don't want them to rename ID at Xbox because who knows how they'll fuck that up. It'll sound so much worse.
When we went from 3rd generation to Gen 8 to we're deathly allergic of saying our fucking console's name.
ID at Xbox has always been horribly named. That
Yeah,
doesn't
I
tell
know,
you
but
anything
think
about
of
it
how
being
worse
indies.
it could be, Bob.
It's hard to imagine how much worse without it being like, oh, we made the exact same thing, but somehow spelled differently. But we now want you to refer to it as something else entirely.
Damone is telling me something. I'm going to double check it before we're done. The Xbox Twitch channel's emo only because people were shit talking the conference.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to go double check that. I don't want to.
Yeah, they shouldn't have advertised this. Like, they didn't advertise the indie show last week. They should have dead dropped it like they did that.
Yeah, but they promoted this the same way. They're like, it's going to be like our show last year that was not the first gameplay one, but the one after it.
Okay, I'm
where it's like-
seeing text over here. It's follower only, not emo.
Okay, that's completely sane.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So you don't get people coming in and spamming giant swastikas, which keeps happening to people.
Yeah.
That does happen, yeah.
Or those awful bots normal streamers get now.
But
Yeah,
it
apparently
would be
if you
really
just
funny
put,
if they got Microsoft.
if you just put
It's
if you
like
put
we already
LG
know where Microsoft lives.
if you put LGBT and you like your stream tags, people just show up and start talking like Oblivion guards at you.
Yes. That's true.
Like Oblivion guard.
Either that or they just show up and start talking like the hunter from Jumanji.
No!
When they get behind the wheel. Yeah, so those different
And then wonder why they immediately get banned.
Mercedes AMG 1 marks the first time a car features Formula One hybrid technology almost one-to-one from track to the street. And with the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands, that's primed for rugged off-roading across Mexico's vast.
With the 2021 Ford car, it breaks down every mile.
No, that's my 1999 Ford car.
The one commonality.
It transcends generations.
I don't know. I've had nothing but good luck with Fords. I own 3 of them.
Oh, wow.
They're probably not cars. They're probably trucks.
No, 2 are cars.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Built tough.
No, the car isn't a Ford. I forgot. The Ford car got destroyed.
Guys, all the way to the Horizon Festival. Should we check it out? I think we should.
Oh, man, are we going to see gameplay of this game?
That's cool.
The Ford Bronco in the game?
My favorite thing in game conferences is just seeing the fucking game.
So is the Bronco
Yeah.
going to be the
Press A to jump into the horizon.
That's pretty
Yo,
good.
is this Bronco powered by family?
Because I was about to say, is this going to be the cover car? Because we don't know the cover car yet.
Oh, man, maybe
They
it
were
is.
just talking this up a lot.
Yeah,
so
they
I
were.
assume
Dropping
it's
like it's hot.
So does Forza ever have like off-road shit?
I mean, Horizon's whole thing is off-road.
Yeah, Horizon's
Okay,
whole
so
deal.
yeah, this might be the cover car.
Yeah, Horizon's whole deal is open world off-roading.
Okay,
Which
that's
is
cool.
why people like it more than the main series, which is becoming an identity problem for Xbox.
Oh, please go away.
Let me tell you what you're watching. No, shut up. I'm watching it.
Oh, bye.
So they're gonna edit it like it's an intrusive thought? Like,
Yes.
You see all those pizza rolls, and it just goes away.
Go to the Baja Blast Circuit.
I'm like, dude, I already ate McGriddles today. Don't push me.
Well, there's a good exchange where you're like, hypothetically, if I went to go get a McGriddle, would you get a McGriddle? I'm like, hypothetically, I'd eat it in one bite.
When are they just gonna put car half pipes into one of these games?
I think they may have already done that.
Yeah.
I know that showed up in that other knockoff of this done by Ubisoft.
Forza
Yes.
Horizon had like a DLC that was like create shit in the
Oh,
maps
yeah, they did
that
Lego
had,
and
like,
stuff.
Yeah, they had like pipes and other things.
Here's my thing.
Huh.
They made so many Horizons, I don't remember which one that was.
I think that was
the last one?
that was the last
It
one.
was
the
one
most
of the
recent
realistic
one.
ones.
Yeah.
It's one of the delisted ones. Good. You've described a Forza game.
I've described all of them.
It was the one. It's the one that's still playable right now at the time of this stream.
Maybe for one more month.
Maybe
thumbs up.
They're like, there's no Forza Horizon game that you can actually play until this one comes out in a couple months.
Well, that's the situation
a
the normal
McLaren?
Forza games are in now, so...
Yes.
Don't worry, there is no normal Forza game because that new one has no subtitle, so it's the first entry. And now this has a shit ton of compression on it. But I've seen how the other one looks, so I know that this probably looks insane.
Yeah, I'm sure those car games also always look fucking insane.
Yeah, like I ran a little bit of this.
Yeah.
On Series X and went, whoa.
Yeah, once it finished downloading for me, I think it took 2 days.
Yeah.
Because I was still having that problem.
Yes.
I booted it in. Yeah, it looks really good.
And I went, what do you mean this game's old?
Yeah.
Remember Project Cars, which for some reason Kotaku wrote 45 articles saying it looked perfect?
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. That was pretty weird, but yes, I do remember
Someone
Project
really
Cars.
liked it.
Yeah, apparently.
And nothing else.
And nothing else.
That ass can fart.
Have you thought about the fact that
can you
anytime
get, like,
you look
a
at a
taser
cloud,
on
you
a
think
stick?
of farts?
No, it's a giant brown one.
That doesn't explain the earlier time at this very same conference.
There's nothing going on, and I'm desperate to fill time.
Oh, you went to the store of your
intrusive thought
dad.
comes back in and he's like, as you can see, this is a giant fart cloud. I'm like, God
We're
damn
on
it.
our way to see the brand new statue of Big Chungus.
Man, we got a third car, guys. What's it gonna be?
It's gonna crush,
those flamingos.
Yes. Now I haven't listened to them clearly before they started this. I just assumed this is how the game starts.
Yeah, I assume that last bit's how the game starts.
This game needs to have this really badly thought out feature that everybody gets mad at them for, where it's like, run over X amount of animals.
Oh
no!
Crush 12 flamingos.
Now that they actually have a thing where you drop in like that, you do the airdrop.
Yeah.
They need the Xbox stage.
I thought you were going to say a battle royale, but go ahead.
Yeah, you need to be able to drop in on top of Phil Spencer.
They added a battle royale to the last game.
Yes, but now you can drop in.
Yes. But yeah, the previous Forza had a similar thing. If you're driving and then they do a little vignette of pushing you to the next season, and this one's just airdrops.
Yes, and that's pretty cool.
I'm not familiar with high-end cars. What's that shit going through the back windshield?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I assume
An
it's
Xbox Series S.
It looks a little bit like it. I assume it's AC, but I have no idea. A fucked up AC unit we strapped to the back windshield because we're insane.
It might be some extra ventilation thing for the engine, like in the back. Or
Wow,
something.
that is the sort of fucked up shit where it's like, yeah, we filled the rods that the car's constructed with gasoline.
Yes.
Have you heard of that, Casey? That
No.
actually happened. They're like, literally don't do that because one, that's cheating, and two, you'll explode.
Yeah, I think that was early NASCAR or something
Yes,
like
They're
that.
like,
Oh,
we
yeah,
put two
you-
Xboxes in here,
you
like
should
hit my
look-
ride.
You should look into like I forget what his name was, but he was like the first big cheater in NASCAR. And he'd do all this evil shit like normally the fuel tubes from this to this is just a straight line. I made mine a spiral so I get an extra gallon of gasoline.
Yes. See, flamingos, they're majestic.
This is the environmental change that the cars caused.
Oh no!
Well, thank you, Fancom Pass. Fancom Podcast, man, that name is huge. For gifting us 2 subs.
Nice. Is it the Batmobile? That's not the Batmobile. I'm disappointed.
No, because they were afraid it would freeze the conference. I'm gonna need backup. And then he hits the button and the game just stops running. Just like the PC version of Arkham Knight. Someone who's Mexican in chat right now screaming, I bet. Also, I was gonna ask, are flamingos in Mexico? Is that a?
I assume, but I don't know.
We so strongly associate it with the state of Florida, desperately. Like, you know, the fact we put palm trees on the island that it does not belong on to be like tropical.
Yeah, I can't understate how much better this game looks than the other one because it's not in Europe.
I don't know. I kind of liked how much force there was. This is more spaced out.
Yeah.
At least this is. I liked some elements of how the other one looked.
Yeah, everything I saw from the other one, I really didn't like the look of, whereas this has really distinct looking areas.
Yeah, that's what was really hitting me and made me say that earlier.
Man, they're going fast. Is this the power of you having an SSD? Racing games can be really fast again?
Well, it is cross-gen. So, if the SSD is truly integral to doing that, the last-gen version must be real nerfed. So is that the cover car?
I guess so,
and that looked like it was the Bronco behind it.
Okay.
So I guess all three of those cars we saw were probably cover cars. Just, you know, very far in the background.
Maybe they'll have like 3 versions of the game that nobody will buy because it's on Game Pass.
Yep.
So I assume we're not going to Twitch to try to... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I assume not.
We're not going to tune in for the Forza Horizon 5 Let's Vamonos.
It didn't say that, did it?
No, it didn't. Surprisingly enough, it did not. It did not say Let's Vamonos. Is
Man.
IGN's host dead? What?
I don't know. I thought they would come in. I thought we could
IGN
hear
cuts
Ryan
to
be like, "Oh man, this is great." There he is. Oh no!
Oh no!
He's broken.
He's frozen in carbonite. I thought he was muted again, like the last time this happened.
We had about 80 minutes worth of content there, almost 90. So
Generous.
Joining me to talk about
Content.
the Xbox Game Showcase are Destin Legary and our friend Cam Hawkins. Welcome, gentlemen.
Pay off the prediction.
Yeah, that's true. We definitely did not get that. That did not happen. Man, that chat background's really good.
Oh man, less people said no. Oh shit, they get a nice payout.
Can we get an E3 style grade?
Oh god, he does have a Funko wall.
I don't want to do
a non-kaiju. You know damn well we don't need to put this on a scale.
Yeah, this wasn't a conference. It was a stream.
Mm-hmm. It was their Gamescom Xbox stream.
Yes.
Not a conference because they didn't use that word. Not a direct because they didn't use that word.
Yeah.
This is yet another thing that needs to be judged in its own way.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, when Jeff Keighley does his
we will
stream,
grade.
then we grade against this.
Right. And if Sony or Nintendo
content.
did an event right before Gamescom and called it their Gamescom stream, we would definitely...
This had influencers in it. The other one has an influencer in it, Kyle Bosman.
God, that's gonna be so much better.
He's gonna do a pre-show where we're gonna lose it.
We got 30 minutes just of pure Bosman. It'll be great.
Oh God!
As someone who plays niche games, their game.
Wow,
Dan,
Ryan must be
please
pretty
give us
happy
our
because he's
channel
not
points.
blinking as much as normal.
Crimson, I did.
The love given to them, but
Dan, I'm blind.
that they were
You didn't give me my receipt. You're holding it, ma'am.
Fucking Karens be like, God, they could be in that camp that's like, Halo didn't show up, but it also doesn't count.
Man, I'm just thinking about, we know tomorrow we're getting the Monkey Ball character reveal, and that's bigger than anything in this show.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, that's true.
There
Finding
wasn't
out who's trapped.
Right. There
That's
wasn't
important.
one new
That is
thing.
really funny.
I hope
Yeah.
it's-
The
I hope
trailer
it's
should
Jack
show
Frost.
them being sealed into the ball.
They should.
I want
And,
that.
and
I
they're,
wanna hear
they're
you
struggling. They
scream.
really don't want it. They should. I hope it's Joker, so we get Xander Mobus just screaming as they're shoved into the ball.
Some games that have been advertised for a long time, including recently as 2021 titles exclusive to Xbox, that we still did.
Man, yeah, it could be an Atlas character. That would be really funny. Just put a Demi-Fiend in the ball. In the ball.
Yeah, I was gonna be like Jack Frost.
That's very good.
Dimmy Fiend goes in the fucking ball, and the battle theme from Nocturne plays.
I need Mothman in there, Muito Real.
Well, Dante couldn't make the Smash, but he made it in the Monkey Ball.
Going to be for a younger demographic, but I'm actually quite excited for. And it was really weird. Like, Forza looks great, but
Yeah, I'm excited for that show tomorrow.
and they dedicated
We had a
large
short
portion
list
of
of
the
games
show
in it.
to discussing
You know.
a game that's
That's
basically
Ebb
an-
Software.
Ebb
You may
Software.
know them from Scorn.
I was just
Scorn.
I was trying to listen to this guy as he said, well, that game was made for a younger audience, but I think I'll like it. I was like, is he talking about Psychonauts? Is he really? Of course he was.
Yeah, Psychonauts doesn't really feel like a kid's game. It feels like it's more like at most aimed for like 14 or 15.
I think it's almost on the levels of parody. When they talk about Psychonauts, Xbox does, they go, it brought color to a colorless world. And then we smash cut to IGN going, oh, it's for kids.
I know. It's like, did you even?
It's like, one, they're overselling. Two, you're overreacting. Come on. What?
Yeah, the colorless world of early 2005.
Yes.
Intended to be like 2004, 2003, I think, because it was a Schaefer game, so of course it has to spend twice as long in development as a normal human being would have it.
Yeah, as I recall, it spent longer in development than it was supposed to. That's part of why Microsoft got rid of it. The other part, as I recall it, is because they were like, we have a platformer, thank you. And it was like, who even knows?
Blinks 2?
I guess.
Yeah, so Signalis was one of the games.
Yeah, that thing tomorrow's gonna win automatically. It has Genshin in it.
I mean, that thing tomorrow's going to win automatically. Jeff would never do a show with this little of anything.
Yeah, I can't believe this had. We got 3 new cars for Forza announced. I don't know if we got anything else. I don't know if any of that other stuff is new information.
We got the stick.
Okay.
Stick.
Trebuchets, if in case anyone's watching and wondering, maybe Trebuchets news to the Age of Empires series. Absolutely not. It's been in there at least since 2.
Yeah, like I built tons of trebuchets in Age of Empires 2 when I didn't understand how RTS games work, so I just made shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, aside from that, they showed new stuff in Psychonauts 2, a game that comes out tomorrow.
We got to see new Dying Light too.
Yeah,
which
there's a lot of
Dying Light 2 was the really exciting part for me.
that was the only new thing.
That was the hot exclusive.
Yeah.
That was their hot exclusive, easily. I don't think anyone would deny that. I think everyone can see that. Because the Sea of Thieves Borderlands ship ain't doing it for anybody.
They start doing like Table Hopper in fucking Dying Light 2 for some reason.
They wouldn't show Age of Empires 4, and then the Wasteland DLC, while new, is just DLC for Wasteland 4, which isn't as, powerful as Dying Light 2.
Yeah,
I think most people could agree.
Like, it's DLC for a game that's been out for multiple years.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was a good set of indie games, but
yeah, the indie game section was also like pretty solid.
It was.
Yeah.
I have the short list of what tomorrow's revealed things so far. Yeah, it kicks the shit out of this.
Yeah, we're also going to be streaming that for anyone who's interested. It's going to be about 12:30, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that. We've got Call of Duty Vanguard.
I'm like, sure, that'll fire more neurons than this.
Death Stranding Director's Cut.
And it's a Jeff show.
Yeah.
That's going to be a pretty good trailer. It might spoil the whole thing, but it's got to be
excited to know everything in the game.
We're debuting the Kojima Cut trailer. It's over. Far Cry 6, Genshin, the Lego Star Wars thing that has all of them.
Yeah,
that's still not out?
No, that thing kept getting delayed, but now it has like next gen.
Yeah, but every time I've looked at it, like it looks like no other Lego game does.
Right.
Yeah, because it was supposed to hit before
I might buy it.
Like perspective-wise, they're like really pushing it on that one. The Saints Row reboot, Sifu, and that TMNT Shredder's Revenge game is all the currently revealed.
Wow, that
What
should
a
be a
good
good
lineup.
show.
That's just the stuff
sounds
that's
great.
revealed, and they still said they have plenty of surprises.
Right. That sounds great. That
Yep.
genuinely sounds great.
Yeah.
This had the energy of a bad state of play.
Yeah, like
But
one of the,
a bad state
one
of
of the
play
absolute
wastes
worst.
a third as much time.
Yeah, like
Yes.
a bad state of play is 10 minutes, 15 at most.
Yeah.
This was 90 minutes?
Yeah.
Look at IGN show us Halo footage.
I'm gonna be honest, this had the energy of a bad PC game show.
Only because the host will I agree with you.
I feel like the hosts are so much
I was
worse
like-
than PC game show.
Yes.
Yeah, a bad
I was like,
PC
that
game
was a
show.
better than average Ubisoft show.
It's like somehow the people on stage had the energy of the banana suit or whatever from that one moment in the PC game show where
Yeah.
it just cut to her and she
Yeah.
was in it.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, every single
Microsoft
conversation
really
was so
like
bad.
leans into like the quirky, trendy presenter stuff. This just makes my brain reject.
I just remembered that they fucking ended the PC game show with a cliffhanger.
Yeah, they were brave.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? I respect them. They look Halo.
Yeah, Halo looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
give us
no.
this multiplayer, please. For the
like,
love of God.
like for people who, because some people they can't divide parts of a thing into different parts in their brain. I am excited about the multiplayer for this game. It's the single player that worries me, and it may never come out. Like, why didn't they talk about a launch date? That's insane.
I don't know.
It's August.
Why didn't they say anything about Halo? Just give us any manner of talk about it. Let us believe.
You know it's a thing people expect when it's all the other two hosts here are talking about, so Ryan's showing footage.
Yeah, our immediate reactions, where are the other 2021 games?
So what, like,
Yeah,
what's the incentive for purchasing Halo Infinite? Because the
You get a
multiplayer is
campaign.
free now.
You get the campaign, and if you're this deep into Halo, then you know you have to know what they did with your baby.
Maybe if you buy Halo Infinite, you
Wait.
get like 3 battle passes for free. Or
What
something.
sort of fucked up trick question is that? There is no incentive. It's on Game Pass.
I know. In a
tricked
theoretical world where Game Pass doesn't exist.
I know.
Because there's going to be copies of Halo Infinite on retail shelves.
Yes.
For a long time, yes. Look, the moment they started Game Pass, they stopped selling through inventory. But yeah, anyways.
But yeah, for the campaign. Yeah, if we're in a world where where you don't default to Game Pass, you would buy it for the campaign.
You would buy it for the campaign.
Yeah.
And I think the only people excited about the campaign at this point, and I use that term very generously, is the people who are really into Halo, have played a bunch of other Halo games and need to know what they've put in this mystery box that has tons and tons of like leaks. Because if any of the leaks are,
I guess this is why the campaign has to be a 40-hour long open world thing, because it's the only thing in the box now.
You said that so confidently. I don't even know if it's that anymore. I'm guessing it's not.
I liked there was this Reddit leak of an employee that was speaking broadly, but everything they said is Joseph Staten just came in and said, no, cut that, stop telling, show the player what is happening in the story, cut that, make it so you can play it like a normal Halo campaign.
Yeah, because I imagine what it was before was, stop telling them show it.
Yeah.
It was Master Chief walking up to a station where somebody communicated with him over a radio what the plot is for the game.
And people were trying to put, according to this leak, people were pushing back, and it's like, but the side content, people might miss it if we make it so they can mainline it. And he's like, no, let them just play it like a normal thing and just have side objectives off to the side if you want to do them.
Yeah.
Is what they're saying. Also,
Yeah.
the fact that co-op's been delayed because it just does not work right now at all.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's good for people who want to have a good experience at launch, right?
Yeah.
Like, cut the co-op, get the rest of it working smoothly.
Yeah, because I
That's
imagine even
important.
if they delayed it, they would still push that co-op back so they could continue tightening up the main thing anyway.
Right. Because, yeah, as you just said, his entire job there has been cutting scope.
Yeah.
Man.
It's fucking insane
Cutting
that they
scope and bad ideas, apparently.
It's insane how late they brought him in, and that's what he's doing. And it's like, yeah, you were in no position remotely to ship last year.
No,
it was funny because even in that leaked person's like, we knew the other person was going out soon, like well before the announcement. They're like, this shit ain't working.
And yet somehow the person who made the marketing deal with Monster didn't.
Right, like that's the crazy thing. Like this game was supposed to launch last fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have been nice to see it here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think what a lot of people really need right now is some confidence in that game.
Yeah.
Because the multiplayer is free. People can try the multiplayer out, and the preview stuff that people have been doing for the multiplayer, it looks like it could be fun.
Yeah.
So it would have been nice to have any reassurance that it is actually for real, totally, absolutely shipping this year.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, this honestly, what this show did was
I don't know
kind of
if I was
slip by
ready for Ned to write Axel.
I was not. What's up, Bob?
This stream really made me believe that it will not launch this year.
Right.
It's kind of messed up.
That's kind of the.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
I'm waiting for them to. They just announced the date through a tweet, and I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. These people are just going to announce it during a tweet, and I'm like, you had a conference. We were just there.
No, they had a stream.
Xbox didn't hit the share button on their controller and go live, Casey.
No, it's too hard, and half the time when I press it, nothing happens, and I'm confused.
You too, huh?
Yes.
You know, if I ever talk about those experiences, there was once a member of the fan base who would be like, no, it works! But yeah, no.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a shame. I don't think they needed to show Halo to have a good conference. I do believe not showing Halo is like a dark cloud over the whole conference. And I do believe divested of that notion.
Yes.
That was a really bad conference. As I said, bad state of play.
Yeah.
It's one of those state of plays where you go, my highlight was this game they showed. It looked okay. I might check it out.
I feel like even bad states of play show us a new game.
I'm trying to think of what's the worst state of play.
I don't know. I guess they do.
There was
probably
one with,
like their first state of play.
There was one with Iron Man VR.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like one of their first ones was a bad one to the point where people hated it. Then it came back after 6 months and said, here's a Monster Hunter Iceborne trailer, and FF7 came back for the first time.
Yeah.
Then I think the one after that was like RE3 remake and Babylon's Fall before we knew.
Here's the problem with the first one, right?
Huh.
No one can remember what was in it.
Yeah, I know that's why I was saying it must be the worst one.
Yeah.
It was like,
just like people will forget this conference ever happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't cover games for a living and keep a tally in your head of how each company is like managing expectations, there's no way you're going to retain this even half a year from now.
Yeah, most data plays are in like two groups. One of them is the one game and indies around it.
Yes.
And those tend to be even like if it's a game I didn't end up liking, like Last of Us, they showed a decent amount of that game, so it's like fine.
Yeah.
Or like Horizon. And then the other ones they have are the higher tiered things where they have like maybe two really strong AAA like third parties. So it has to be probably one of the first ones they did where it wasn't.
Yeah, before they figured it out.
Yeah, before people came to expect anything at all from it.
So yeah, I said everything I want to, Bob.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah,
There's not much else to say about this nonsense.
Excited for tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow should be cool.
Yeah, it was a strong lineup. It's got Kyle Bosman in there.
Yeah, with this.
I hope he says something as earth-shattering as that Scalebound thing.
That was fucked up. Oh my god,
dude. Phil, we watched that video. I told them we should binge these old Kyle Bosman videos. We hit that sixth one where it's like letters that video games send to me to ask for help, and
I'll just play it.
And we're just
I can
yelling no throughout the whole thing.
It sort of thematically fits this stream.
Yes,
we could have
really
shattered
does.
glass when it finally said Scalebound.
You know what? We'll do that then. That's how we'll end the stream. So that way there was a bit we did at the end of the stream, even remotely. So give me 1 moment, you guys.
Get people hyped up for tomorrow's Kyle Bosman stream featuring Jeff Healy.
Yeah, we really like binged an hour straight of Kyle Bosman. It was very good.
Man's really good. Both KZ and me are producers on his channel.
Yeah, I pay that man $25 a month.
Yeah, he earns it. He absolutely earns it.
Yeah, you can see my name in the credits every episode past like the first one.
Dear Bossman, I'm a
Okay, now a reminder, guys. This is from 6 years ago.
Yes, this was like 2015 or 2016.
Yeah.
During a YouTube gaming show where they're like, a video game sends a letter to Kyle Bossman for advice. And he answers it.
I'm a brand new IP that will be exclusive to Xbox and PC, which is frankly kind of scary lately. How do I avoid the fate of Sunset Overdrive and Rise? And Project Spark, Loco Cycle, and Quantum Break? And Fantasia Music Evolved, and Scream Ride, and Crimson Dragon, and Recore, and Xbox Fitness? Fingers crossed, Scalebound.
When it hit Fantasia Music Evolved, it's going, stop! Stop!
Yeah, so that's a nightmare.
The whole time we're like, I was like, what the fuck is the game gonna be? New IP from them? They didn't. Oh.
Yeah, they certainly didn't release, so it's like.
And it's funny because he didn't count shit that was canceled, so he didn't include Fable Legends or Phantom Dust.
Phantom Dust.
God. It's been a really rough go of it for the last decade plus.
It feels like that, yeah. It feels like ever since we got to the moment of doing the fourth Gears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
ever
like
since that moment. They had some exclusives at launch on the Xbox One that at least felt like they were trying, but still they were mismanaged. Like, a lot of people don't remember that Forza at launch had shitloads of microtransactions, which ruined the progression of the game. Crimson Dragon, same thing. They got the guy who made Panzer Dragoon to come back, and then they stuffed this game full of microtransactions out the ass. It was very awkward and very terrible.
Wait, Crimson Dragon is full of microtransactions?
Yes.
I thought it was just doomed to be a Kinect thing.
It was also that, but they pulled the plug on that at the last second. You can play it on a controller.
God, last gen, like, it's gonna be hard for Microsoft to be worse than last gen. Because they got stuff like that or D4 and just killed it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was really dire. I hope they improve from here on out. This conference was meaningless to watch, but thank you all for joining us anyways. We had some fun moments. Field brought up D4 and chat is wounded. We're gonna go ahead and raid someone, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow for Jeff Keighley's thing, opening night live.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be really good. I think.
Yeah, I think that'll be
Thank God
fun.
they set Blizzard on fire. They can't come back and do a motion comic.
Yeah. Not without being really awkward.
Yeah, there's no way there's a single Blizzard thing in that.
Jeff's like, this is the one time I'm cutting things for my own show.
Somewhere there's like a Diablo 2 trailer that's just in the garbage.
No.
Or they go Diablo Presents like they did with Call of Duty.
Right.
Their PR statement of like, we're doing this because Call of Duty's so big that we wanted to show you the future of Call of Duty by not saying Activision's making it.
Yeah, I think with Diablo 2, they do get the hide a little bit more. It was like, well, that's being made by Crash Bandicoot devs. Oh, wait, no. Tony Hawk devs.
Vicarious Visions.
Yes. It's like, yeah, they had nothing to do with it. It's fine.
Okay. There we go. Auroral Visage is playing the Pixel remaster of Final Fantasy 2.
Ooh.
I watch her streams occasionally. She does morning time streams. So I figured it would be cool to just shuffle us over there. Look at that. Wave, say hi. Come back tomorrow.
I hate how a bigger announcement than anything here is Final Fantasy IV is coming to PC on the 8th of September.
Yeah, that's a pretty good announcement.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, considering those soundtracks.
They just announced that.
Jesus. Well, see you all tomorrow.
Yep, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.